Welcome to UrbanTimer. I'm Rima and today I'm going to answer some of the very common questions that we receive from our prospective clients. The demand for virtual assistants have been on the rise, especially after the pandemic. People are looking for cost cutting and they are increasingly looking towards India as this country boasts of having a potentially very talented workforce. So how does it work? One of the very first questions, or question number one, is how does it work? We are based in India, clients are based somewhere else. So how does it really work? Are there phone calls involved? Are there a lot of emailing involved? Well, the answer is it usually works through email communication. And it also depends on the kind of work that you have. Let's take a few examples here and that will clarify better this question. So let us take the first example of a data work. Now with the data work, what happens is some amount of research or a lot of research and then putting the data accurately is required. So how does it work? When a client comes to us with the data work, what they do is they explain the data, the kind of data required over an email. If our clients are comfortable with a phone call, we are up for it. But if not, an email works very fine. So once we get an email regarding data work in our system, what we do is we go ahead and read it properly and see what is needed. If we have some questions, we then and there clarify our questions from our clients. Once all our questions are settled, we then hop onto the data work. With data work especially, it is usually not as simple as it seems to be. So what happens is when we start doing the data task, some of the questions can come up and we usually clarify them as and when they come up. Let us take another example of a task which is very commonly sent to us, social media management. Now, social media management is something that is an ongoing task or a recurring task. So for this task, not everyday communication or not every week communication might be needed. Usually when social media management tasks get sent to us, there is a little bit of back and forth. We kind of clarify what is the outlook of the business. We try to understand the business, and then there might be initially some back and forth to understand what our clients are looking for and how we can best deliver the results. So for social media tasks, I would say the communication is around, initially it is a little frequent, maybe twice in a week or every day. And once we have created the first set of posts or reels and we have sent it to our clients for clarification and we have sent it for their confirmation and they give us a good to go signal, we start posting it. And then I would say after the first month, communication gets very less unless needed. It is only needed when we want to confirm the posts, which is usually once a week or once every 2 weeks. And then we send the report every month, and if our clients have any questions on the reports, they can send us their questions and we are happy to answer. Another question that we get asked very commonly is, what is the timeline that I'll get the delivery of the tasks? Now that again depends on the kind of task you send. So for example, if it is a data task and the data requires elaborate research, what we do is, we send an update, and if it is a long task, definitely if it's a long data task that would span for several weeks, what we do is we send an update very frequently, perhaps twice a week, or the frequency that our clients ask for. If it is a small task, say for example, a logo making task, we usually deliver it within 1 day or 2 days maximum. Here again, I would like to tell you that the delivery time for a task also depends on the kind of task load that a team currently has. If you do not know yet, the UrbanTimer team is currently a small team of professionals and we have really plans to grow big, but right now there's only this much that we can take. So delivery of your tasks depends on that, but usually I would say we usually take a 48 to 72 hours delivery time, and even within that time you would be updated about the task status. So we keep you tuned, not in the dark. Another important question that we receive is, what are the skill sets that our virtual assistants in UrbanTimer have? The skill sets that we have are varied and numerous. We have a team of general VAs who can take care of almost anything that can be done virtually. So right from your data tasks to your other backend tasks like email management and blog posting, blog writing. We also have content specialists here, social media management. So we can do mostly all of these tasks, back-end tasks that can be taken care of virtually. Among other skill sets, we have website designing and maintenance, and graphics work, logo creation, template creation that requires skills of Photoshop. We are also proficient in video editing. We use tools like Adobe Premiere Pro and a few other tools that we use for editing podcast videos and other work-related videos, even personal ones. So I would state that these are the specialized skills that we have. We also specialize in website maintenance and server error correction. The next question that we receive is an important one and something that is of great importance to our clients. The question is whether your data is safe with us. Yes, your data is 100% safe with us. At UrbanTimer, we have a specialized management team that only has the access to this data. So when you send your data to us via email, it does not directly get to the entire team, but only to the management team, who then pass on the data to the executive who is working on your tasks. So your data is completely safe and secure with us. I would also like to tell you that we have been in this business for the past 5 to 6 years. I personally have been in the VA industry for the last 8+ years, and most of my team members are from the VA industry who have worked with me and are very experienced and reliable people. Please do not worry, your data is completely safe and secure with us. Now this question is a little funny, I would say, and the question is whether our VAs speak English. Well, yes, we do. We speak English and we write English and we know English. India is the largest English-speaking nation, and most of us are conversant with the language. We have read it as our first or second language, and for some of us who haven't read it at the first or second language level, they have it in the third language level. I'm talking about people who have studied in vernacular medium. India is a land of many languages, and we have embraced English with open hands because we know that this is the language that connects people all over the world. And since we work mostly with English-speaking nations, this is a language that we are good with. But over here, I would like to tell you that sometimes we are not aware of the colloquialisms or the way of speaking. So at times we might not understand a phrase, but what happens is we usually Google it. We are VAs, we Google it and we know about it. So at times we might not be aware of the way of speaking in a particular, or the way a phrase is used. That is mostly the constraint that I've come across, but usually we understand English very well. We can read it, we can write it, and you'll feel comfortable talking to us as well. Another question that we receive, and that is, this question is something that I have come across from all the clients, from all our prospective clients who became our clients, is whether their hours, unused hours, roll over. Yes, your unused hours roll over 100%. And what is even better, if you plan to leave us for a hiatus, if you plan to pause your subscription for a while and you have unused hours in your account, those unused hours remain, and you can always come back and claim those unused hours to work on tasks that you might have for us later when you rejoin. So yes, your hours roll over. Yes, your hours remain intact with us when you pause the subscription for a while. The last question for today is yet another question that we keep receiving. This question goes like this: whether all our virtual assistants are freelancers or in-house employees. All our virtual assistants are in-house employees. They work from our office space, which is here. During the lockdown, we all work from home, and we try to serve our clients in the best possible way. And if you want, that is the reason we say that when you are with UrbanTimer, you have a lot of skill sets under one roof, because we all work here. And if you send, let's for example, if you send a website related task, if you want a website designed, you can do it from here. If you want the content written for the website, we have a content writer who does that. If you want social media management for your new startup, there are skill sets for that too here. So this is where UrbanTimer has so many skill sets under one roof, and that is why you don't need to go look for different skill set people in different platforms. These are all the questions for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any specific questions for us, please let us know. Thank you.